Oh, what up, YouTube? Thought maybe we jump on here and do a little live tonight, real quick, like. Won't be on here too long, but maybe I'll catch a few of you off guard today. What's going on, Noah? What's happening? What's happening? Not a lot. It's a little warm in Houston, but it is what it is. It is what it is. How you doing, Miss Stephanie? Oh my gosh, Noah, congratulations, man. I know it's been a long wait. I know it's been a long wait for you, bud. There's not a whole lot going on, guys. We're in Phoenix. We deliver in the morning at Winn-Dixie. And then we will be here until probably Thursday morning or Wednesday night, because I'm out of hours. And we may be getting company. I don't know. Yeah, we're about to get some company. I don't know. I don't know who it is either. Let's find out.
I know I should have probably stopped there, but I just wanted to say hi.
Hi.
I watch you.
Hi.
I hardly ever watch you during the day when you're doing live.
Yeah.
Because I'm always driving.
I'm live right now.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm always going to watch you do, like,
Towards the end of the night?
I just wanted to say hi. I saw you.
All right. Be safe. So that, guys, that right there is starting to happen a lot more often, isn't it?
Pretty much every day, yeah.
The student will tell you, it's been happening like every single day. What's going on, Christy? Dirt Farmer. All right, sorry, guys. Yeah, correct, Frosty, it does. All right, so we're in Phoenix. We're at the Flying J in Phoenix. We deliver in the morning, and then we're going to be stuck here because I am negative. I'm negative like 7 hours. I'm 70, guys. What's going on, Stefan? So, what's been going on is I've been driving in the mornings, and Cameron's been sleeping in. And then he takes over, and then I go on duty in the passenger seat. So on an average day, we put in 700 miles or so. One day we put in 9. And then I ran out of hours today. So I had 6 hours on my 70 when I woke up. I drove 300 miles, and then he took over, and I sat in the passenger seat, and I ended up negative 7 hours on my 70. I get back 0 tomorrow, and I get back 12 on Wednesday. We have to go deliver in the morning. So tomorrow I'll go even further in the hole, because it's the closest parking. It's 3 miles away. So tomorrow I'll go another hour in the hole probably, and have to start 34-hour restart over. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll just have to wait and see. But when we leave here, we're going to Salt Lake City. Going to get a day of pad time in, and then we're going to get him tested. And then so he can move on to TNT. And then I'm going to go back to the yard and get another student. Orientation in 2 weeks for Anthony. Anybody starting orientation next week? Irene, I'm doing PSD only right now. I'm doing PSD only. But I'm going to call Dustin on Thursday, and I'm going to find out if I got any referrals coming in next Monday's orientation class in Springfield. Oh, Motown. What's going on, Dan? Did 4 dropping hooks and a live unload. Nice. Nice. That's a nice day right there. You did a little work. We did We did 715 miles is what we did. I drove 300 and he drove 415 or 17 or something like that. Something close to that. Sorry guys, I gotta find a charger. Kind of slacking tonight because I didn't plan on doing a live, but I thought, what the heck, why not? I had a few moments. I had a few moments to do a live with you all. Sun's out, guns out. Yeah, I'm looking rough, man. I need a haircut so bad. It's another reason I didn't want to go live. I was like, man, I look terrible. I look just awful. That's all right. Truck is like a toxic relationship. You love her, but you hate her. Isn't that the truth? Going on, Viking. Boy, old Stefan just summed up trucking real quick like, didn't he? Real quick like. Woo. I had a colder Mountain Dew than this a moment ago. Maybe this is it. I don't know where it went. Oh, on the floor. I got it. Yeah. And Tyler, what I like about it is it's all the way against the closet over there. You know, in the Freightliner, guys, that ladder is right in the middle of the bed. And man, that thing's a pain in the butt to get around. You know, I mean, unless you're 150 pounds soaking wet, that Freightliner ladder is going to be in your way if it's down. That's just reality. We're getting a new neighbor. It's our second one since we've been here. I do not have a manual. I'm sorry. I've got an automatic. Junior has a manual, but he just now picked up a student, and he keeps his all the way through. So Junior won't be ready for another student for 6 months now. The first dude back. Yeah, they're all going to be automatics before long. That's facts. Guys, at 4:30 today, this Flying J was sold out of reserve parking, and they have 45 spots. 45 reserved parking spots, and they were sold out at 4:30. No, Tyler, I don't. I try to be considerate of like flatbedders and dry boxes, but sometimes I don't have a choice. You know, sometimes you just got to park where you got to park. I had to pay for parking. I reserved this spot yesterday, and I'm glad I did because the parking lot was full when we got here. And we got here at 4:30. What's going on, Bo? Yeah, we got here at 4:30, and this parking lot was already full, and reserved parking was sold out. So I'm glad I booked yesterday. $18 tonight, Drew. 18 bucks. I paid for it last night. I went on the app yesterday when I knew I was going to be here today and reserved it. And I paid $18 in points. The only paid parking that I've actually paid cash for is when I was home. No, Tyler, they do not. Company does not get reimbursed for paid parking. So, no, they do not reimburse for paid parking. They do not. Not for company drivers. And you would think they would, but they don't. So I don't know. Maybe they're afraid too many people would take advantage of it like all the time, even when they didn't need it. Because it's front door parking. It is a tax write-off. You are correct. You are correct. So when I went home, I paid for 4 nights at the Flying J in Tampa. And it was $78, I think, or something like that. And they messed it up. And I had to call them. And they had to fix it. Basically what happened was it charged my credit card but didn't give me a reservation. So I called Pilot and told them, and she looked it up and she said, yes, it did charge your credit card. We need to get you a spot. So she went ahead and reserved me a spot for the 4 days. I thought that was the end of it. I didn't think nothing else about it. And then like a week later, I look on my charge card and they refunded me all my money. So not only did they give me my spot, but they refunded me all my money too. So that was pretty nice of them. Yeah, Petro and TA are almost 100% paid apart. Just so y'all know, we went into a Love's and we had to pay for a shower. I don't know if I told y'all this, but a team shower now at Love's is 2 separate showers if you go to pay for it. They will not give you a team shower for the price of one if you're paying cash, only if you have one on your card. Yes, Stefan, I agree. That I agree with. So Vikings over at Wilson Logistics. So he's in Springfield. Yeah, team shower. Hey, Bo, maybe that's what they're trying to do. They're like trying to make it a real team shower. It's pretty bad though. You got to pay for it. You got to pay for 2 separate showers. Ridiculous. The one in Pittston, yeah, Victor. I've been there a couple times. When I was doing TNT, yes, not as a PSD trainer, I don't. But I get fuel enough that I don't usually have to pay for showers. The shower at the Love's is $15 now. They wanted $30 for a team shower. But I was like, I looked at her kind of crazy-eyed, and she comped me one. She gave me one for free. Yeah, AG hauler, that's. What's going on, Princess? Hopefully it's going okay for you. Where can you get a good dash cam? Where's Chad been? Chad's been like me. Chad's been running. He's been running a little bit. Guys, we're in the PSD phase and we did 4,000 miles since Tuesday. So exactly a week. We left Tuesday morning out of Prosser, Washington. We drove to New Caney, Texas, and delivered, and then drove up to Tyler, Texas, and picked this load up and came to Phoenix. So in 7 days we did 4,000 miles. So we did quite a bit. We're in Phoenix, Jonathan. We're at the Flying J in Phoenix, Arizona. Just finished prior for CDL training. Yeah, but we've been getting it, man. We've been getting it. Stefan, yeah, they can. I mean, but here's the thing: they're only the guy leasing the truck's gonna make the money. So if it's your truck and you're gonna pay somebody, I mean, a lot of people just pay a quarter a mile for every mile. So that'd be like paying them 50 cents solo. That's what a lot of them do. Just straight up, okay, you're going to get 25 cents a mile that we're dispatched on for the whole week. So like right now, 4,000 miles, they'd make $1,000, and then a lot of them will give them like 10% of the profit. So if their checks, so if the truck owner's checks $4,000, they kick them another $400, so it'd be like 1,400. Jonathan, I don't know the answer to that, but I think so. I think there is. I don't think it's a truck stop though, is it? Isn't that just like a truck service plaza or something? I know they do like mechanical work and washouts and all kinds of crap over there. Yeah, well, Stefan, that's what a lot of them do. A lot of them will pay their drivers 25 cents a mile and then 10 or 15 or 20% of the profits of the truck. You know, so I mean, like I said, this week is for 4,000 miles, so that'd be $1,000 guaranteed. All right, on that 4,000 miles, I had like 7,000 revenue. So my check would be probably $3,800. So you take the 1,000 off. So one guy would make 1,000, the other one would make 2,800, and then he would kick him another $280. Yeah, Daz, it's been tough, man. It's been tough, but yes. Well, that's what Stefan just did. Stefan just poked a deer. Except his did cause damage. Yeah, Steve, I've heard that's been a problem recently. So like this week right here that's ending tomorrow, we got more miles PSD than Chad got TNT. So my PSD student got more miles this week than Chad's TNT student. I mean, I got 7 mile. I just got a message on Instagram about one. Y'all remember One Door Willie? I just got a message about it on Instagram asking about One Door Willie. Right at 4,000, Anthony. Right at 4,000 miles. Actually, guys, it's a little less than that. Hold on a minute, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. I might be able to do it right here. 38, we ran 3,800 miles. No, Brian, I'm not gonna do TNT anymore. Can't drive off till midnight. It's going to a Walmart, huh? That's the temperature. That's the current temperature here in Phoenix. All right, Christy. Ha Christy got a good judge. Needed a break? Yeah, Anthony, it can get tough, man. It can get tough, man. I needed a break. How you doing, Danny? I saw your message there. No, it's not too humid out. It's actually really dry. Like you can walk in, you're not sweating when you walk out. It's just hot. It's just a little hot. I got a message from Harmony on Instagram too. Says she said hi. I must have missed it in the live here. There's a lot going on. So yes, Victor, I'm sorry. I saw that. Yeah, right. Albert is so right. So Victor, when you finish your mileage for TNT, you then go on a list for upgrade, but you continue to drive with your trainer until it's your turn to go in and get a truck. It can take 2 weeks, it can take 3 weeks. It can take a little bit of time to do that. Now, they prioritize that list by accidents, critical events, service, failure, stuff like that. So if you have accidents or you have critical events, say you hit a pole or something, or you know you had a couple rollover warnings or something like that, you'll be moved to the bottom of the list. You'll spend more time in training. Michael, it does. Mine absolutely does, Michael. I have really not had any, I don't even want to say it, guys. I don't want to jinx myself. But you guys know, you know, I didn't have any problems on my Freightliner. Knock on wood, so far I've been blessed with this truck as well. So, I've been pretty lucky. How you doing, Greg? It's going all right, man. It's going all right. We're just hanging out in Phoenix. We're just out here in the heat, you know, getting a suntan, hanging with the people. Ain't a whole lot going on out here. It's a full parking lot. We deliver at 8 or 9 in the morning. And then we're coming right back to this truck stop and staying the night again, probably. More than likely. Oh, Stefan, you're in Montana? I thought you were at the yard. I thought you made it back to the yard. It's pretty funny, Bo. Portland? Well, we're heading to Salt Lake next, Jonathan. So this student's ready to upgrade or take his test, well, sort of. This student's ready to get to the pad to do some learning and then take his test. But you know, I don't have a lot of students that I've let back in PSD because the pad is so much different. All right, so Stefan already drove a truck, so he did backing in PSD, but most of my PSD students, they don't back at all until after they test out. He's been doing all the backing, pretty much. You know, when we have time and we're not, you know, cramping anybody. Hey, Harmony, how are you? Hey, Nee, been doing good, man. So he's been doing the backing like in the real world, like in the docks, at the truck stop. So I think he's gonna do just fine. He already came prepared. He pretty much knew the pre-trip when he got here. I'm not... Harmony, I'm not going to answer my phone when I'm on a live. So yeah. So he's going to do just fine. Hey, Albert, the answer to that question is Brown's doing that. Brown's making more than that. He's working for it. Don't get me wrong now, Brown's running 3,500 miles a week. He's working for his money, but he's making good money as a company driver. See, either that's really hard to do, but I don't know why it would take that much gross for you to take home 2K. I can take home 2K in about 4,500. Well, that's before taxes and stuff. Yeah, maybe fuel. Right now, see, right now too, I have PSD money coming in as well. I get $300 a week for having a student on board. So, yes, Harmony, I saw your video. I was actually in it. I was in your room when you were talking about it. Learning fuel and stuff. Yeah, it's either just run that 27 and follow it unless it's your last load for the week on payroll, and then still follow it, but at the end of the time make sure you're, you know, a quarter tank of fuel left around. Now I'll be honest with you, this week we have way more than a quarter tank of fuel, and the reason being is it was such a big week, and we're going back to Salt Lake to get on the pad and test, so I know next week's going to suffer. I went ahead and filled the tanks in Anthony, Texas, right there at exit 0, and so I'll go ahead and pay for that fuel this week, but I'll be using over a half a tank of it for next week's loads. Stefan, I did. For the referral, but I think I got one for you from a referral a couple weeks ago, but I think I get another one from you from upgrading from PSD this week. But absolutely I did. Thank you. It came in handy. I got it the week I went home too, Stefan. I was happy. I wasn't expecting a paycheck at all when I went home, because I went home for over 4 days, and I got a paycheck for like $660. I was like, what in the world? And it said referral bonus for Lanista, $500, 6-month referral bonus. I was like, woohoo! Yeah, the chat runs a little slow, guys. I'm reading the chat right when it comes up, so it tells you how far behind the chat is in getting it from you to me. Yeah, hey, Seether, use the macro, buddy. Use the macro. Super speed. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just been 6 months since you passed your CDL exam. Wasn't that like on the wasn't it just like right now, 6 months, like this past week? He does. That's when you passed your exam? Was it on the 26th? Or is that when you got the prime? What's going on, Jason? Thank you, Noah. Appreciate that. Victor, if they're leased, yes. If they're company, no, they just get given a truck. 6 months from I just remember, I can't remember when Stefan passed his little evaluation. Stefan had an evaluation he had to do. Oh, he already had it, Albert. He had it when he got here. Correct, Chaz, they're not. Road Dog? I didn't even notice he was in here. I haven't seen that name in forever. Road Dog's been a lot of different people. But, driving nights and sleeping days. Alright, so, Matt, are you in TNT then, or are you solo? Ted, if you haven't came to Prime yet, you might be able to call your recruiter and get it fixed if you're not here yet. It just depends. But they want it when you fill the application out, and when they talk to you on the phone, they want it like right at the beginning. 26th of January. Stefan, that must have been what I got then. So yeah, I already got that. That's what I got. That's right. I won't get the other bonus until you 6 months from the time you upgrade it. That's what it is. So 6 months from the time you upgrade it, I'll get the other bonus, whatever that may be. Yeah, Nee, I'm in Phoenix. What's going on, Larry? I might see you. Hey, Matt, I might see you, man. I should be back in Springfield next Monday. This coming, a week from today. So if you're still around at that point, we might catch up, man. No. The TNT part, no, Noah. You don't get one for TNT. Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Once they, yeah. So, yeah, when they upgrade. They just don't get a long-term bonus. They get 500 when their student upgrades. But the PSD trainer also gets a bonus at 6 months and 1 year. So the PSD trainer gets an upgrade, gets a bonus when they pass their test, gets a bonus when they upgrade, gets a bonus at 6 months, gets a bonus at 1 year. TNT trainer gets a bonus when they upgrade, and that's it. Referral, you get $100 bonus when they get with their PSD trainer or get their own truck, and then you get $500 after 6 months. Yes, and the student gets a bonus if you trifecta of $250. So yes. So as you can see, if you start doing the math in your head, you'll understand why I'm doing PSD only now and I'm doing my referrals. Yeah, Harmony, I saw all that. Harmony, I saw that. You're going to start orientation and then hopefully go with your trainer Friday. And if they don't have one, I guess you're going to go home and wait for one, or they may ship you to one. I saw all that. The same juice I always vape. That Dead President's Rice Krispie cereal, Fruity Right, your favorite fruit cereal crispy treat. And it's Dead Presidents. It's which one is this? Jefferson. Knee baby trifecta is when you pass all 3 parts of the CDL test and the first try. So pre-trip, backing, and the road test. If you pass it all the very first try, that's a trifecta. Yeah, right, Cedar? I mean, what? I tell you, man, I've been hopping with this student. For starters, I had to pick him up in Salt Lake, and I had to test him in Salt Lake. So that was unexpected, but that's okay, because it's a referral. So that's why, you know, I had no problem doing it. So I went to Salt Lake, picked him up. I picked up a load going to Washington. I drove 600 miles a day to get up to Salt Lake. Picked him up. We drove the Prosser, delivered, and drove all the way back to Texas and then to here. Victor, Busy Blake does YouTube. Busy Blake, B-U-S-I, busy. Busy Blake. Zevon said he knows it works. I'm just glad you're okay. Matt, yeah, the answer to that's yes, Matt. I did. At Mother's Day. Correct. I said that, see, in my live from there. I said the shittiest showers for a Prime Terminal Award goes to Salt Lake City, Utah. At campus, yeah. Chad Rich is at campus, or maybe not at campus, but I believe he was through there today. No, it doesn't. Yeah, well, they're gonna fix that. No, I believe you'll already be looking. I believe you'll go straight to leasing and they'll take care of you. Okay, the picnic, guys, is August 31st. If you guys are around on the 30th, August 30th, the night of August 30th on the training pad, we're having the truck show, the Pride and Polish show. Blue will be in the Pride and Polish show. At the same time, we're going to be having the truck and rodeo for Prime on the pad. Anybody with a CDL can participate. I will be participating in the rodeo this year. Like the top 5 from the rodeo will be dubbed Team Prime, and they'll go on to the Missouri State Championship next summer. So this will be my first year ever doing a rodeo, truck rodeo. So I'm kind of hyped up. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. See how it goes. No, Noah, you don't drive your truck. Everybody drives the exact same truck. It's a yard truck. Everybody drives the same truck. It's a yard truck on the pad for the rodeo. Videos? What do you mean good videos, Dad? I'm going to be live. I'm going to go live. I'm going to make sure I have everything charged up, and I'm going to go live for the truck rodeo. And I'll be showing you guys. I'll probably be live a few hours that night between the Pride and Polish and the rodeo, and then the next day is the picnic. I don't know how much of the picnic I'm going to do, guys, but I am definitely going to do the Pride and Polish and the rodeo. Cedar, I don't know. It's an obstacle course. They set up an obstacle course on the pad, and you have to maneuver it. Road Doggy's doing all right, man. He's doing all right. I mean, he's doing well enough that he's on a 34-hour restart because he's out of hours. So he's been running. He's been running hard. Correct, Noah, yeah. It's an obstacle course. and they measure your distance, how far you are from the cones, like when you're taking turns and backing up and stuff. And the closer you are, the better you are. So you get rated based on how close you can get without touching them. Oh, Stefan's old lady ain't watching. She's too busy chasing that little one around the house. That little one's walking. She's hell on wheels now. Like that guy right there, he just would have failed. Because he totally just hit the curb big time. So somebody just left, he's like going to get a spot. So Ian's in Montana. Yeah, you'll be passing Stefan at some point. He's probably, if Stefan's in Montana, I mean, there's really not many places. Missoula, Billings. Stefan's got to probably be in either Billings or Missoula. We were just in both last week. Missoula, yep. I guess me and Stefan didn't spend enough time in Montana during that blizzard, so he had to go back and spend a little extra. Yeah, the Diet Dew, yeah. When is... Oh, Harmony, it's on August 30th. Fuel mileage, Jason, or money? Yeah, isn't that the, yeah, hell, isn't that the truth? Just been busy, buddy. Just been running extremely hard. No, it wasn't a Swift driver. It was an owner-operator. Well, Jason, right now it's kind of high because I got the PSD. So last week I had 5,300 in revenue, and this week I have 7,000, and that's in PSD. That's not TNT. That's PSD, Stu. Fuel mileage is 8.6. Noah, I've been getting 8.6 a week on that. You know that little message you get on Tuesdays? Last 2 weeks, mine's been 8.6. And I've been running 65. I just been running flat wide open all the time, guys. Road Dog, I'm just doing PSD now. I'm just doing PSD, and I'm trying to do my referrals. So hopefully I have a referral coming in next Monday. Hopefully. Hey, look. Hey, it's my buddy Chad Rich. What's going on, El Presidente? All right, Harmony, have a good night. Oh, I'm a lease driver. Chad, they were just asking about you a little while ago, and they're wondering what happened to you. I told them you just been running. What's going on, Brian? Old Boot Heel Brian. Yeah, it's already 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Hot and tired, yeah. Hey Brian, we're in Arizona. We're in Phoenix, and it's hot, man. It's hot. It's down to 110, but it's still a little warm. Hey Chad, they have 45 reserve spots now at this Flying J in Phoenix, and they were sold out at 4:30. Luckily, I paid for mine yesterday. I reserved it yesterday, but they were sold out at 4:30 today at this Flying J in Phoenix. 45 spots at $18 a spot. What's that? 720. They made $810 just in parking tonight here at this Flying J. And they have zero money involved in that. There's no merchandise. It's just parking spots. $810 just in parking. All right, Danny, I will. What's going on, Cliff? Chad's just working away. So, for anybody who does find us for the truck show and the rodeo, so I will have I'm going to be doing some giveaways by my truck that night. So if y'all come into town, I'm going to have some stuff to give away that night. Cliff's on his way to Dallas. Yes, Road Dog. It is on the pad, and it starts at 5 p.m. on the 30th. Jason, it's not that it's that high, it's just the way it worked out for me. That's just the way it worked out for me. But like 4,800 a week during PSD is normal for me. $4,800 revenue. All right, Chad. Have a good night. I just had some nice long runs, and this week right here, Jason, we super soloed it. I super soloed it. I'm gonna show you. Like, I can't drive. I will not be in the driver's seat at least for 2 days. Because I was getting up and driving 600 miles. Or 500 miles or 400 miles, and then student was taking over and I was going on duty. So my 70-hour on duty is negative 7 hours and 5 minutes tonight. Like, I don't even get time back tomorrow. So anytime tomorrow I spend the passenger seat, that just goes even further in the hole. So I'm liable to be 8-9 hours in the hole come Wednesday morning and only get back 12 hours on Wednesday. So like, I worked. Here, you can see the hours I put in each day. Christy, as long as I don't drive, nothing. I'm not in violation as long as I don't drive now. I can still go on duty. I can ride in the passenger seat. I can deal with customers. I can do anything. I can do everything except drive until I get out of the hole, hour-wise. Jason, there's other reasons to do it too, though, especially now that I'm doing my referrals, because I get my referral money, and then I'll get the bonus money when they test, but then I get bonus money when they upgrade, then it's 6 months, then it's 12 months. So it really is a long-term game. It's not, yeah, it's a long-term game, you know, outlook that I'm looking at. I'm not looking short-term. I'm looking at 1 year from now, having $1,600 a month come in extra every month just from my students a year ago. That's on top of what I'm already, you know, plus what I'm making working every day. Telling you vape, Super Jeep Freak telling you vape, buddy. Yeah, Danny, I have, yeah. Tell them you vape, man. That's an option now when you tell them. All right, Albert, have a good night. And like I said, guys, I'm going to call Dustin on Thursday and find out if I have any referrals coming in next Monday for my next student, and I'll let you all know. I'll do a live probably this coming weekend from Salt Lake. Yeah, Jason, it's a long-term deal. Yeah, you're right. Short term, I was doing fine solo. All right, I was doing fine solo. I'm just looking long term. Oh my gosh, guys, I found the car I wanted. Or I want. Not wanted, the car I want. So, I seen a couple of the new Honda Civic hatchbacks. Man, that is one hot car. And I want one. I want one bad. I want that fire engine red, dark tinted windows. So y'all ever see one sitting at the yard? Might just be mine. It's a good looking car. Frosty. Christy, just coming into trucking, totally new. I would probably recommend the Freightliner. Now don't get me wrong, there's some Freightliners out there, that brand new ones that have not worked out for people, but the overall dependability is much higher. Much higher. So there's another YouTuber coming back to Prime. If any of you have followed Grateful Tread Trucking, she was in my chats for a while, I guess last fall or something, but she's coming back to Prime in a couple weeks. So it's another YouTuber coming back to Prime. I mean, they post videos. There's videos out there, Road Dog. They're pretty consistent about posting videos. I'll be honest with you, I've been so busy I haven't been keeping up. You know, I thought about this defective ABS lamp, and then it all of a sudden just hit me the other night, and I was like, I remember a Facebook post about that. I think I know who that is now. Prime only hires YouTubers. Dad, she's returning. She's coming back. So she went home for a family medical emergency. She's been gone a few months. All right, Irene, have a good night. Marley, where you been? Marley's hadn't been in here in a while. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Now, if I remember correctly, Marley, I seen you at the terminal, correct? With Marley, right? I guess Marie with Marley. Oh man, they pulled back their message, so I can't even see what he said. Not all YouTubers are good for trucking, yeah, correct. Yeah, I thought I did. I thought I remember meeting you at the terminal in the cafeteria. And see, I remember that movie with Marley, the dog. Y'all remember that movie? With Owen Wilson and Jennifer Aniston. And Marley was this huge dog. And then I meet YouTube Marley, and Marley's just like this little bitty feisty puppy who didn't like me, who barked at me a lot. What's going on, Vida? Yo, Marley and Me, that was a good movie. That was a tearjerker. No, it wasn't, Christy. That was a good movie. It was a tearjerker. That was a good movie. That's not a horrible movie. Come on, it had Jennifer Aniston in it and a dog. I mean, it's a good movie. All right, Dad's Adventure. Oh, that's interesting. You ain't lying, Christy. I think I did too. I'm trying to remember. I just watched something recently and I cried after I was watching it. I was like, this is ridiculous. It's pretty funny stuff. Old Hutch, huh? You got that new Loves they built there, or you got that little mom and pops? Danny, I don't know. I haven't had any contact with Tulsa. Chad has, though. At one point, Chad was going to train him, so I think he still is. Whatever they got worked out. But you got to understand, guys, TNT takes a long time now. Yeah, they got a decent buffet in there. The showers are way too small, though, at that little mom and pops. Tiny, tiny showers. Stuber Uber. So Stuber drives now instead of, it used to be Stuber drives Uber. Now Stuber just drives. How's it going for you out there, Stuber? Oh, Stuber's got to have his own truck by now and be out there killing it. Good, man. Good. It's been, guys, freight's been weird. Here's the thing about freight right now. And you hear a lot of people complaining about freight right now because the spot market's really down. There's not a lot of freight on the spot market. And because of that, prices are super low right now. Owner-operators are really taking it in the pants because of it. At Prime, we're lucky because our freight's contract freight. I've been over this a few times with y'all. And so far, our contract freight's been holding steady. So we're just gonna hope that that continues. Gonna hope that continues and gets us through this little dip in the trucking industry right now. So we can, if everybody can survive this, we'll be all right. But I will tell you, I'm not making the money I made last year at this time, but I also was doing TNT. So last year TNT at this time, I was doing $10,000 to $11,000 a week gross every week. And TNT trainers are not making that right now. They're making $7,500 on a good week, $6,000 on a bad week. But don't get me wrong, believe me, that's decent money. You can survive on that. I'm just saying it's definitely down. Christy, I mean, there's so much revolves around what happens in Washington D.C. and elections and bills that are passed and tariffs, and I mean, it's just constantly crazy. Constantly. And what happened last year, guys? Freight was booming, right? We were moving. There was so much freight, your trailer was never empty. And what did we do? We packed full every warehouse in America. They're not going to just keep packing it full, guys. They're going to eventually burn their inventory up a little bit before they order a bunch of more crap. So yeah, so things are slowed down right now. We're going into an election. Every time we go into an election, it always seems like it slows down. Why does it slow down? Because whoever gets elected, no matter who it is, they want to be able to make it seem like everything's booming again. Go back and look at history, guys. It's the same thing all the time. So all we got to do is get through it. Hold on, guys. I missed some of these that had to be approved. Yeah, Stuber, that's good if you got a good fleet manager. That always helps. We get this plugged in. Yeah, yeah, Road Dog. Yeah, he's stopped in a few times. We've seen him in person down at the yard. Yeah, Adrian's a good cat, man. It is a vicious cycle. What's going on, Will? Oh, Stuber, I love it. I absolutely stinking love it. Have to ask for time to do laundry. How you doing, Rosemary? And hey, Danny, don't forget medications, man. Everybody's got to have their pills nowadays, right? If you're over the age of 50, I guarantee you're taking at least 2 prescriptions. And if you're over 60, you're probably taking 3 or 4. My dad is 76 years old. He'll be 77 this year. Is that right? Yeah. And he takes like 12 a day. Yeah, he takes like 12 a day. Everybody's got to take their drugs. I take 1 a day. I take vitamins now too, but I take my blood pressure pill, which very soon I may not need, guys, with the current way I'm exercising and all that. So So I went 3 days without my blood pressure pill, and then I went to a blood pressure machine and took it. And it was 124 over 78. So if I continue, you know, a lot of that has to do with the fact that now I'm on a vape and I quit smoking. I got to get the bottom number down, and I haven't even looked into how to do that yet, but I'll figure it out. $58-0. Getting there, Christy. I'm getting there. Oh, Colorado's pretty. Hey, Will, are you in training over there at Melton, or did they just give you a truck and tell you to go? There's a Prime. That's why you're delaying coming, yeah. It has to be 140, it has to be less than 140 over 90. I think, right? Or, yeah, is it 140 over 90 or 140 over 80? Something like that. $140 over 90. So yeah, technically that was 3 days without my pills, and I was 124 over 78. So I would have passed. Yeah, Stuber, I've been there. It's in don't tell me, let me think. Oh, what's the name of that town up there? Okay, never mind. Tell me, Stuber, I can't remember the name of it. But yes, I've been there. No, David's on a 34-hour restart, guys. Hey, Will, the coil has to do with the tank. Wow, that's shocking, Stuber, because they usually don't. Yeah, New Berlin. New Berlin. Yeah, that's shocking because usually the loads are ready. You just haul it. So David's on a 34-hour restart. All right, Will. Yeah, so 2 more weeks of training. Rosemary, that's where you take 34 hours off. Where you don't do anything. You just, you know, watch TV, stay in a hotel. You don't do no work. And then you get your 70 hours back for the week. It starts over. Hey, Will, I don't know. You just have to ask them. I got the Freemax tank with the mesh coils because it tastes better. Melissa, that's pretty funny. Melissa, I'll tell you what. If he lets you PSD, I will beat you guys on the pad, and I will teach you how to beat the pad. All right, I'll do that. He's gonna have to train you, but I'll meet you and David on the pad, and I'll teach you how to beat the pad. Only one reset. I had one last week, and I'm gonna have to take one this week, but that's because we've been super soloing it for 2 weeks. So it's funny because if you ask my other students, I never did much driving with them. Like my students did like all of the driving for PSD, and this student's been a little different. He's been driving every day. He's got, I don't know, he's been on the truck for 9 days, and he's probably got 2,600 miles. But I've got just as many miles as he does. Brad, in my opinion, so Prime has a saying, right? and those of you that work here, you know what it is, right? Prime Inc., driven by the best. I've been at Prime for 2.5 years, and not only do I think that applies for the most part for a lot of their drivers, I also think when you drive with Prime, you're driving with the best. So, top-notch equipment, top-notch facilities, quick responses on the Qualcomm for anything you may need, road service, whatever. My pay's always been right. I've always gotten my extra pay, whether it's taking a trailer to the shop. There's just a lot of things that they do right. Marley's the best. No, hell, they do not. PSD miles do not count towards the 50,000. Technically, for PSD and TNT, it's 60,000 total miles. But if you do the PSD part here and get your license, they knock it down to 50 for TNT. Yeah, I mean, Marie's right. They do. They take care of you guys. Found that out the hard way, Vada? Yeah. I mean, it's true. It's true. There's a lot of people that have left here and they come back because they realize, hey, it wasn't so bad over there. It's not so bad over there. It's really not. And a lot of it goes down to what's important to you. My video is way behind, guys. I'm looking at it in my lap. It's way behind. I don't see myself doing this job somewhere else. Correct, Stu. I'm the same way. $65, cowboy. 65 for lease, 62 for company. I mean, there's a lot of companies that govern their trucks at 65 and 62. It's not just Prime. Do lease drivers drive slower than that? Yes, they do. Why? Because they're paying for fuel, and the way these trucks are set up, if we run at a lower speed, we're putting more money in our pocket every week. That's what it boils down to. Prime for everybody, yeah. And Vita, there's some owner operators here that feel that way because of the contract freight. So, you know, when times are booming, you can make a lot more money if you're an owner operator on your own. But when freight's like this, it sucks being an owner operator. At least if you're with a company like Prime or Schneider or JB Hunt, one of the big ones, you've got contract for, well, I won't say JB Hunt because they don't really haul refrigerated. And that's where the money's at right now, unless you're out in the Northwest. But playing some Battlefield. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. I hate that light up there, guys. Sorry, it's just going to be a reflection. Here, I kind of take it off of the other there a little bit. Yes, Rosemary, we can see what you're saying. The new Call of Duty. When's it come out, Stefan? Correct, Danny. You can come to Prime with no experience at all, no CDL. Literally start at the bottom and do some pretty big things. And if you make the right choices, you can even start your own little mini fleet or whatever here. You know, we have a lot of drivers that got mini fleets here. You know, Junior was a student at one time, and now he's got 3 trucks here at Prime. I don't know, Marie, lay around, watch TV. October 25th. All right, Stefan, I'll make a note of that. Because I'm sure my boy will be calling me, asking me to buy it. He starts college the end of this month. I believe it's the 22nd of this month. He'll start his freshman year of college. Yeah, he's excited. Yeah, he's excited. Oh, look at that. Hey. Thank you, Hale. Appreciate that super chat, man. Yeah, you seem sad alone. Hale, it's possible to make it work. I mean, just make sure she's on board. Yeah, Stefan, yeah. Yeah, he starts his freshman year. And I've never figured out how to play Fortnite. I did have some fun with it that night. I did kill some people on Fortnite, but I'm not very good at it. And I haven't took the time to learn, and honestly, I haven't had the time. Like, we park, I usually like watch TV for, like, I watched Walking Dead last night, took a shower, and went to bed. And we're putting in 14-hour days. You know, one day we put in 17 hours, didn't we? Yeah, 17 hours one day. Yeah, I was on duty or driving for 17 hours one day. Yeah, correct. Yeah, see, Marie's with her. It can be tough. It can be tough, Hale. It really can. Here's what I will tell you though, Hale. If you can just get through that 6 months, some doors will open for you that may provide you like regional opportunities with other companies. Like, if you come to Prime from 0 and get your license and everything, do your 1 year and you can find something regional where you're home every week. May not pay as great, but there's opportunities out there. Loaded trucker, I do not know about any of the regional runs. I don't know how they work it. I don't. I do know they got a tanker Midwest Regional out of Springfield, and that's with that new company they bought last year, the Milky Way Transport. I know they were running some Midwest Regional with it out of Springfield. Yeah, Victor C. Yeah, I mean, Fortnite's tough, man. Fortnite's tough. Ain't no doubt about it. It's a young man's game. I'm not younger. I'm not very young anymore. Not very young anymore. So my fingers and my mind don't quite run the speed they used to when I was a kid playing Nintendo. that was a different time in my life. Stefan, I mean, I agree with you. It's hard to run 600 miles every freaking day. I did it last week, 4 days in a row, and I was tapped out, man, on the fourth day. Like, I got up on that fourth day. I had like 630 miles left to get to Salt Lake City, the terminal, and I was just like, man, I don't even want to do this today. But I did it, and then the next day, I picked up Cameron, and I didn't have to drive. I drove out of Salt Lake, and then he took over and drove a couple hundred miles that day. But it gets old real fast when you do 600 every day. And your hours don't last very long. I like it when I have my loads have extra time, and so if I do run really hard, I have the time. If I just want to take it easy one day, I can. It makes a big difference to me. I mean, look at me. I'm looking rough right now, guys. Between the hair and everything, I look like I got run over by a damn train. I think 500 is a really good number, but I don't even like I can do 500 5-6 days in a row, but even that gets old after a while. You know, wear on you a little bit. You'll need a day off. So even 500 is not great, not easy. Once I'm a trainer, I'm going to get my students from Stuber. What the heck are you talking about? Talking about Salt Lake? But Stefan, I don't worry about recaps that much. I don't. Here's the way I feel about that though, Stefan. If I've run that hard, I want that break anyways. You know what I mean? I want that break anyways if I ran that hard. See, look, Kelly's did 700. Got to do another 740 tomorrow. I remember them days, paper log days. I used to run a route from Olive Branch, Mississippi to Carlisle, Pennsylvania, and then they moved it to Tobyhanna, and it ended up being like 916 each way, and I used to run it round trip in 2 days. 916 up, drop, hook, stay the night at Walmart in the parking lot, and turn around and drive back the next day. 1,800 miles in 2 days. It was not fun. I did that for a year. Big slacker today. Like I said, we drove 7:15 or something like that today. I drove just right at 300 and something, and he drove the last 4:15 or so. Well, Danny, it's a good job to do that. Oh, I got you. Now I'm with you. Now I'm with you, Stuber. Oren, yeah. Old famous Oren. Oren will tell you. You'll be driving down the road. Oren's your trainer. You'd be like, hey, Oren, what's your favorite football team? He'll say, properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. That's my favorite football team. You worry about passing the damn test, not who I root for in football. 550 to 600, yeah, it's a pretty good day. Old Oren. Yeah, hey, Orton's funny like that. That's what Orton will tell you. He don't mess around. Hey, they were on the pad. I think it was Stuber. He was on the pad. I was on a pad. Chad was on a pad. Stuber said, "Hey, Orton, that's Crazy Bags and Chad Rich. Can I go over there and say hi?" He said, "They're going to help you pass your CDL test?" I didn't think so. Get your ass in the truck, start backing. Warren's a funny guy. Warren's a funny guy. Really messed me up. Doesn't seem like nothing. Yeah, Stefan, it will, man. It will. Dude, I was scared of hitting deer for a long time after I got one. Oh yeah, Stuart. No, he is. He's great. But when it comes to his PSD students, he don't mess around. He ain't their friend. He might become your friend afterwards, but when you're in PSD, he's not your friend. He was runner-up for Trainer of the Year this year, too. Greg, it's 109 right now, and the sun's gone. The sun's going down, and it's 109. It was a warm day today, and the wind was brutal today. Very, very, very strong winds today. A water slide? It's pretty funny. I'd like to see that, Marie, because I remember you now, and you are not a young spring chicken, so I'd imagine your husband's not either. I can see the two of you going down a water slide. No, Stuber, I have not. I have not seen the article. His fruity shoes, I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check that out. That's pretty interesting. Moberly, Missouri. You getting unloaded up there, Road Dog, or are you sitting over at a truck stop? No, Victor. Everybody has to be on electronic logs. That's the law. Period. That's DOT mandate, man. Everybody is now on electronic logs. There's no more paper logs unless your Qualcomm breaks, and then you only have so many days to fix it. You know, unless your electronic logs goes out. What's going on, DK? Oh. $3:35 in the morning across the street. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I got a funny story about that place, Road Dog. I come north. I was at the other company when I was on that Tyson run, dedicated run, and I come north up the highway there. What is that? I don't remember what that is. It's 60, is it 65? Might be 65. I come up north through there, and I didn't check my fuel gauge. 69, okay. I didn't check my fuel gauge, and I really wasn't paying attention. And I went through Jefferson City and everything, and I got up north of 70, and I looked down, man, and I'm like below the E. And so I slowed down to 55, and luckily it's all downhill from like 70 all the way to Moberly, man. There's like a couple small dips, and then it's like very slanted downhill. And I called Chad Rich, and I was like, man, I'm gonna run out of fuel. I said, I'm like 30 miles from my customer. And he was like, I'm staying on the phone with you because I'm gonna laugh at you when you did. Road dog, I come down that off ramp to that red light, and you know they get that Walmart there, or it's a stop sign at that time. I don't know. I think it's a red light now. It used to be a stop sign. I didn't even stop. I just kept on rolling because I didn't want to stop and have to restart. I got around the corner. I made the left in the truck stop parking lot. Boom! My engine cuts off. I was coasted into the fuel island and got fuel. That's how close I came to being on the side of the road. You run paper, Kelly? I don't know how much longer y'all can do that. I know there was some things. Is it based? I think everybody has to be on electronic at some point. Yeah, Greg, I'm in Phoenix. I'm at the beach at 68. When I was there, they were building that Arby's in that truck stop. It wasn't open yet. They were still building it. Yeah, I'm at that Flying J. They'll be out here in a minute checking for these little parking tickets hanging on the windows. Correct, Dan. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong now. I've got paper. I've got paper logs in case of an emergency. I mean, I have them. But they're for in case of an emergency. If the electronics stop working. But no, we don't fill them out every day, no. We don't fill them out every day. We only fill them out if the Qualcomm quits working. And then if the Qualcomm quits working, we have to have 8 days. We can have it, we can hit a button and it faxes it to the truck stop. We can get it from the truck stop. Ah, okay. Kelly, I'm not even sure I know what that, I don't understand exactly what you're talking about, but I'm the same way. I did paper logs for a long time. I'll be honest with y'all, I like electronic a lot better. Push a button and you're done, man. No more of that. Digging for your ruler, and then if you can't find it, you're finding something to make a straight edge with, and hey Joe, I remember that video. I remember that video David did. Oh, here comes the parking police. There he is. They're getting ready to run a bunch of people off out of here. If you didn't pay for your spot, you better move now. Forever hold your peace. So guys, I'm running into a dilemma. This coil's going. This coil's been in there 9 days. And I don't have no more on the truck. I planned on being in Springfield today. Now I ain't gonna be there till next week. Greg. Emergency toilet paper right here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Stuber, I bet you that is nice. Yeah, they have the new, what's it called? The Incredible Whopper? Or yeah, I think it's the Incredible Whopper, or the Amazing Whopper or something. I don't even know. Some weird name like that. Yeah, they say it tastes just like a Whopper. They say it tastes just like a Whopper. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up. It's been an hour and 40 minutes. That's longer than I planned on being out here. I'm going to walk inside, take a leak, come back out and go to bed. So, I will see you all again soon. Maybe tomorrow night, depending on if we get laid over tomorrow or not, because my negative on my 70. So it may be live tomorrow at some point. If so, it'll be a little earlier for you East Coast and Central United States people. I'll try to get on a little quicker. So in the meantime, guys, right, be safe, be smart, make good choices to be successful. Shiny side up, rubber side down. Anything's possible on the highway. Hell, you may even run into me.